All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. We do have time for a fourth game. It's only 9:20 Central Time. It'll be the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings, and this is a big game in the NFC Central. Both these teams come in at 5-4. Let's take a look at the standings in the NFC Central right now. Green Bay 7-3, Tampa Bay 6-3. The Bears are 5-4, the Vikings are 5-4, and Detroit's 3-7. So these two teams still have a shot to win the division. It's a big game here tonight, and we'll be in Minneapolis for this one. Evil Dead is taking the Vikings in this one. He's 98-61 on the season. He's gotten 2 out of 3 right today. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Bears and the Vikings. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Sunday, the first of our late afternoon games here in Week 11. The Bears at 5-4, the Vikings at 5-4. Waldo says, "Let's go Bears." I'll put him down for the Bears. Evil Dead has got the Vikings in this one. There's the opening kickoff. Misty says hi from the goal line. Montgomery brings it back. And Adam Montgomery out to the 23-yard line. And that's where Chicago will have it, 1st and 10. Evil Dead, his two favorite teams are the Jets and the Vikings. He always takes the Vikings. Starting quarterback, Jason Plunkett, in his 12th year out of Army. Evil Dead is now 98-61. Waldo is 17-18. One game under 500. Waldo says hi, Misty. She says hi. You're what? How's the popcorn? I didn't see any popcorn over there. Oh, asking him how the popcorn is. I'm with you. 1st and 10, Chicago. From their own 23-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Looks downfield. Throws deep. Caught by Montgomery. No, incomplete. That was broken up by Jeremy Bell, the 9th-year defensive back out of Alabama. Here's the Chicago offense. Up front, Honeycutt, Brown, Vincent, Sherman, and O'Neal. And then it's Seacrest, Sparks, McNeil, Barber, and Montgomery. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bears at their own 23-yard line. These two teams played earlier in the season. Let me find that game. And I think Minnesota won that game. I'll find it. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. Plunkett to Leon McNeil. Gets 2 yards out to the 25. Let's take a look at the Viking defense. They play a 4-3. Lewis, Mason, Hayes, and Doris up front. Linebackers, St. Paul, Martin, and Florence. And the secondary, Bell, Martin, Burnside, and Woodson. Still looking to see if they played. I know they played each other this season. Back in Week 4 in Chicago, Vikings won 20-17. So the rematch here today. Oh, your stomach upset because the Bengals lost. I got you. 3rd and 8 for the Bears. Plunkett back. Throws near side. Caught by Barber. Mike Barber, the 12th year tight end out of Minnesota, homecoming for him. Out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 11. And that'll be a Bears first down. Misty's for the Bears. You're not going for the purple team? I'm going to clutch my chest here in a minute. Now watch the Vikings win. I'd laugh so hard. She says she's going for the Bears because every time she goes for the Vikings, they lose. They'll win now, watch. 1st and 10 from the 36. Plunkett in the gun, 4 wide. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws, caught by Barber again. And the big tight end out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. As I said before, this is the first of the late afternoon games in Week 11. I can't hear you, what? Oh, the coach looked mad? All coaches look mad. I think it's required. 2nd and 2 from the 44-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught by Webb, and he fumbles. And is picked up by the Vikings. Hayes picks up the loose football, number 99, Josiah Hayes. Boy, if they're calling that a fumble, that was awfully quick. Well, he took 3 steps. I'll have to give it to him. That was a fumble. And he was absolutely nailed by Jeremy Bell. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 steps. That's a catch. Bell blew him up. The 9th year defensive back out of Alabama. And the Vikings get the game's first turnover. And the Bears, their opening drive ends with a fumble. And now the Vikings will have it 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Their starting quarterback is Jay Foster, the 5th-year quarterback out of Michigan. Number 3 right there. 6:21 left to play in the first quarter. These two teams currently tied for 3rd in the NFC Central with 5-4 records. Both these teams are coming off a bye last week. On 1st and 10, Foster under center. Foster fakes the handoff, looks downfield, rolls out, throws deep, going for it all, and is picked off again. Back-to-back turnovers, Loring with it now for the Bears. Brings it back to the 31-yard line. Back-to-back turnovers. Sherwitt Loring, the rookie out of North Carolina. The defensive back picks it off. And the Bears get it right back. That was a short-lived possession for the Vikings. Well, we have a sloppy game early here. Back-to-back turnovers, a fumble, and now an interception. And the Bears get it back. So Jason Plunkett will come back out to lead the offense. 6:09 left to play here in the first quarter. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Longtime NFC Central rivals, the Bears and the Vikings. 4 wide for Chicago. Plunkett in the shotgun. Somebody moved. They didn't call it. McNeil is going to be hit for a 2-yard loss. Getting in there, making the tackle, Eric Mason, the 6th-year defensive tackle out of Maryland. A 2-yard loss, and that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Jimmy Jam with Waldo and Stud Loverboy. 2nd and 12 from the 29 for Chicago. Bears come out 4 wide. Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil. And Leon McNeil back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Mason again on the tackle for the Vikings. And that'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Bears at their own 29. This is the Bears' second possession. They had a fumble on their first. Still no score here in the first quarter. 4 wide for Chicago. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett looking. Plunkett steps up. Plunkett's going to take off. And Plunkett across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 22-yard scramble by Jason Plunkett, the 12th-year quarterback out of Army. He spent 6 years with the Chiefs, now in his 6th year with the Bears. 1st and 10. Chicago now at the Viking 49. When in doubt, take off. Ty Martin, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 8th year out of Tennessee. Misty wants to see a fight. I'll get the hockey game out. We'll watch one. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. 4 wide for Chicago. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett, a draw play to McNeil. And McNeil across the 40 down to the 34-yard line. A 15-yard run by Leon McNeil, the 7th year back out of Missouri. And the Bears have got something going now into Viking territory. Seymour on the tackle, number 59, Kerry Seymour, the rookie out of Oklahoma, the linebacker. Boy, Burnside got pancaked. What? Misty's rooting for a fight. She wants a fight. 1st and 10 from the Viking 34-yard line. Bears come out in the eye. Plunkett under center. Plunkett, play action, throws, caught by Seacrest. And Robert Seacrest down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 7. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Seacrest in his 10th year out of Memphis. We're down to 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Evil Dead didn't text me back in time, but he always takes the Vikings. 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. 2nd and 3. Plunkett to Sparks. And Gavin Sparks to the 24. Does he have the first down? Yes, he does. A 3-yard gain. He never does. The only way he would change his mind if the Vikings were playing the Jets. Then he'd take the Jets. Gavin Sparks in his 4th year out of New Mexico State. First and 10, Chicago at the Viking 24-yard line. 3:25 and counting here in the first. No score. 4 wide for the Bears. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett fakes the handoff. Plunkett steps up. He's going to take off. And Plunkett inside the 10, down to the 16, or down to the 6. A gain of 18 yards. 1st and goal, Bears at the Viking 6. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Bears now with an opportunity to take the lead. 1st and goal at the 6. Bears come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett looking. Plunkett steps up, throws back of the end zone, but he's out of bounds. He was looking for David Webb, but he was out of bounds in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal. David Webb in his 3rd year out of Arizona. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Bears come out. Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil, and Leon McNeil to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Getting the tackle in there, number 90. That's Eric Mason again. Evil Dead too busy celebrating his Jets' first win. Who did the Jets play today? 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. I don't keep up with the real NFL anymore. I just don't. I don't like it anymore. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. 4 wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws. Incomplete. Nobody home. It'll be 4th down. And Brendan White will come on, the 2nd-year kicker out of Alabama. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt to get the Bears on the board first. So White from 20 yards. They played the Bengals. Wow, 1-point win. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bears lead at 3-0, 2:10 left in the first quarter. Live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 5-4 Vikings. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be Miami at Houston, and then Tampa Bay at Seattle. And then we'll have a doubleheader on Tuesday to wrap up the week. Indianapolis at San Francisco, and the Giants at the Redskins. That's what's on tap. Andrew York will kick off for the Bears. From the 2-yard line, Keith on the return. And Keith brings it out to the 31-yard line. Dante Keith in his 8th year out of Penn State. Bears up 3-0. Vikings will have it 1st and 10 from their own 31. Our 4th game today. The Saints upset the Cardinals. The Browns hung on to beat the Steelers. The Falcons hung on to beat the Bengals. Now we have the Bears and the Vikings. Vikings come out 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Heads off to Phil Maffa. And Maffa 3 yards out to the 34-yard line. Maffa, the 2nd-year back out of Clemson. Corey Walters on the tackle, the linebacker, in his 12th year out of Tulsa. 3rd and 7, or 2nd and 7 for the Vikings at their own 34-yard line. Wow, Miami won. I'm clutching my chest again. Foster looking. Foster rolls out, and Foster takes off down the sideline. A big gain. Jay Foster all the way down to the 38-yard line. 28 yards for Foster, the 5th-year quarterback out of Michigan. Down to the Bear 38-yard line. Tackle made by Truett Loring, the rookie out of North Carolina. First down, Vikings. I think he faked out the Bears. They thought he was going out of bounds, and he just took off down the sideline. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Vikings come out. 3 receivers to the far side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster fakes the handoff. Foster rolls out, throws, caught by James. Rondé James down to the 1-yard line. A 37-yard gain. The 4th-year receiver out of Arizona, Rondé James, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Loring again on the tackle. It'll be 1st and goal, Vikings. Evil Dead may be driving home. He may be listening on his phone. I didn't have 4 games scheduled, but we have time for a 4th one. And I gave him the Vikings. 1st and goal from the 1. Vikings trying to take the lead here in the I formation. Foster under center. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa will lose a yard back to the 2-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, number 52, Antonio Cheever, the former Dolphin, in his 3rd year out of Rice. You got Stud Lover Boy Waldo here on this Sunday. Misty's here, of course. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. We're down to 29 seconds in the first quarter. Vikings trying to take the lead. Foster hands off to Maffa, and the Bears are right there again. A loss of another yard. And again, it's Antonio Cheever on the tackle. He spent 2 years with the Dolphins. He only signed a 2-year contract. He was a free agent. He went to the Bears during the offseason. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line for the Vikings. Will they get the playoff in time? I don't think so. As that's the end of the first quarter. Bears up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 5-4 Vikings. Bears lead it 3-0. We start the second quarter. 3rd and goal for the Vikings at the Chicago 3-yard line. Vikings come out. Thank you for the update, Waldo. 4 wide. Foster under center. Foster looking. Foster looking. Foster is going to get sacked back at the 7-yard line. A loss of 4 yards. Sack made by number 95, Bryson Burchett, in his 12th year out of Michigan State. It's going to be 4th and goal, and the Vikings are going to have to settle for a field goal. How old is Waldo? Oh boy, he told us the other day. Waldo, how old are you? You're in your 30s, aren't you? I think he's in his 30s. It'll be 4th and goal. Randy Lloyd. This will be from 24 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 3 with 7:28 left here in the first half. Waldo's 44. Okay, that was close. Evil Dead turns 58 on Tuesday. As for me, I'm old enough to know better and still young enough to do it. That's how old I am. We're tied at 3 with 7:28 left in the half. No, he's not. There's the kick. From the goal line, Montgomery over the 15, 20, 25, and Adam Montgomery out to the 26-yard line. Misty saw Stud's remark there. Dang, I thought Evil Dead was in his 20s or something. And they're both laughing. Misty and Gracie both laughing. Plunkett comes back out. First and 10 for the Bears. 7:24 left here in the first half. You assumed he was younger? Four wide, 3 to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett pump fakes, throws, and caught by Seacrest down the sideline. Robert Seacrest all the way out to the 31-yard line. 43 yards. Robert Seacrest down to the Viking 31-yard line. The 10th year receiver out of Memphis. A big gain. And I tell you what, one of the Vikings misplayed that. Number 31, Alex Woodson, misplayed that. You act like you're 4? First and 10 for the Bears at the Viking 31-yard line. We're tied at 3 here in the second quarter. Plunkett under center. Plunkett draws back, looks downfield, rolls out, throws, caught by Mike Barber down to the 16. A gain of 15 yards for the big tight end. He's a journeyman tight end. He's played for the Bengals, the Jets. He's even played for the Vikings. And now he's on the Bears. Yeah, you just never know. How old do you think I am? Give me your best guess. My birthday was yesterday. First and 10 from the 16-yard line. Bears come out in the eye. Plunkett under center. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. Leon McNeil to the 14, a gain of 2 yards. Misty says 82. That's her guess. Jim Florence on the tackle in his 9th year out of Wake Forest. A gain of 2 to be second and 8. Stud says 46. I want to see what Waldo says. Misty's laughing over here. Second and 8 for the 14-yard line. Plunkett to McNeil up the middle, and McNeil down to the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7. It'll be 30 inches. Now Gracie's laughing. All right, Stud, you were a little bit short, and Waldo was a little bit long. But Waldo's closer. I'll just put it that way. No, believe it or not, I turned 63 yesterday. 30 inches from the 6-yard line. 3 wide to the far side. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws underneath. Caught by Webb. Down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4. David Webb on the catch will be enough for the first down. Oh, yeah. I'm cool, man. I'm the coolest 60-year-old I know. Even my dad, when he called me yesterday to wish me happy birthday, my dad's in his early 90s. He called me and he goes, "So how old are you now?" He goes 53. I go, "Dad, I'm 63. He goes, "No way." First and goal from the 2-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil loses 2 yards back to the 4-yard line. Eric Mason on the tackle. It'll be second and goal. Misty says I'm old. I'm pretty spry for 63, you got to admit. I took my dog Ginger for a walk this afternoon. I'm very active. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil is going to lose 2 yards back to the 6-yard line. On the tackle, number 91, Andy Doris, the 13th year defensive end out of Wisconsin. It'll be third and goal for the Bears at the 6-yard line. Well, we have ourselves a field goal fest going on right now. It's tied at 3. And the Vikings are trying to force the Bears into another field goal. 4.5 minutes left in the half. That's right. I act like I'm 3. I have to grow old. I don't have to grow up. Third and goal from the 6. Plunkett under center. Plunkett drops back. Plunkett looking. Plunkett rolls out. And Plunkett fires. Incomplete. Adam Montgomery was well beyond the end line. Incomplete. It'll be fourth and goal. We're going to see yet another field goal. Well, I'm active. I still have a full-time job. I work at a radio station. I have an afternoon show during the week. Brendan White. This will be from 23 yards. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Bears lead it 6-3. No, I don't have a six-pack. No, I don't have a six-pack. But I don't have a beer belly either. I guess I have a man bod. I guess would be the best way to say it. Bears up 6-3 on the Vikings with 4:11 left in the first half. Yeah, dad bod. Misty says I have a sexy body. I also do high school sports on the radio. I stay active. I think that's part of it. If you stay active, you know, the mind controls the body. You got to be young, you've got to think young. You really do. There's the kick. From the goal line, Keith over the 10, 15, 20, 25, and Dante Keith out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10. You know, I still do all the things I enjoy doing. I think some people think that as you get older, you have to give up some things. I say, why? If you enjoy doing them, why? I mean, there are some people that would sit there and say, well, you're 63 and you're commentating football games on Twitch. Yes, and I enjoy it. And I have people that come and watch and enjoy it with me. What difference does it make how old I am? 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. In the I formation, Foster under center. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa to the 33-yard line, a gain of 3. Make it a gain of 2, be 2nd and 8. Yeah, I've seen some old people that are really in good shape. I mean, they're not going to be like Arnold, but they're still in good shape. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 8 for the Vikings at their own 33-yard line. Foster under center. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa 2 yards out to the 35-yard line. And on Saturdays, I run a D&D campaign at a local gaming store on Saturdays. I think I'm the oldest DM I know. 3rd and 5 from the 35-yard line, and I have a big group, and I have people wanting to get in. On 3rd and 5, Foster in the gun. Foster drops back. Foster throws near side. Keith makes the catch. It'll be a 1st down. Trying to see where he caught it. It looks to be a 5 or 6 yard gain. Dante Keith making the catch. David Harrelson on the tackle for the Bears. 1st down, Minnesota. I met one lady living alone at 96, and we thought she was in her 50s. Wow. That's somebody who really takes care of themselves. 1st and 10, Minnesota at their own 43. Bears up 6-3, 2:40 left in the half. Foster back. Foster rolls out. And Foster stumbles, so the turf monster got him. 4 yards out to the 47-yard line. He must have tripped over the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. That's embarrassing when the turf monster gets you. That might take us to the 2-minute warning. Now they get another playoff. 2nd and 6 at the 47. 4 wide for the Vikings. Foster, they pitch to Maffa around the outside, and Phil Maffa all the way out to the 44-yard line. As they cross midfield, a gain of 11. That'll stop the clock with 2:03 left. Let's see if they restart the clock when they set the ball. Let's just put it this way. I don't feel 63. Let's put it that way. 2-minute warning. Bears up 6-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 5-4 Vikings. Both teams fighting. They're currently tied for 3rd in the NFC Central. The winner of this game will be a game behind the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back, throws, caught by Keith. Dante Keith down to the 37-yard line. The 8th-year receiver out of Penn State. A gain of 7 to be 2nd and 3. What, Misty? No, the Bucs will play tomorrow. This is my last game tonight. I'm not doing a 5th game. The Buccaneers will play tomorrow night. That'll be the 2nd game. We'll have Miami at Houston first, and then Tampa Bay at Seattle. Foster in the shotgun, 2nd and 3 from the Chicago 37. Foster throws, caught by Maffa out of the backfield, and Maffa down to the 23-yard line, a gain of 14. 1st down, Minnesota. Your second sister just had a baby. Pretty fun. My mom finally a grandma. Okay, cool. Who said that? Stud said that. So let's figure out how old Stud is. I'm going to throw a number out, Stud. I think you're 24. Am I close? 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back. Foster looking. Rolls out. Throws and caught by Keith down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. And the Vikings take a timeout. Oh, I hit it on the first time. 24. Wow. That's pretty good. I'm the oldest of 3. I have a younger brother and sister. My brother lives in Austin, Texas, just like you, Stud. And my sister lives in Miami, Florida. My parents live in Houston. 2nd and inches from the 14-yard line. We're down to 54 seconds in the half. Foster in the shotgun, a back on either side. Foster drops back, throws, and threw it behind his receiver. Incomplete. He was looking for Maffa out of the backfield. It'll be 3rd and inches. That'll stop the clock with 52 seconds left. Have you always lived in Texas, Stud? Yeah, my family's everywhere. I have no relatives at all in Tennessee. 3rd and inches from the 14-yard line. Foster in the gun. Foster back. Foster throws outside, caught by Maffa, and he's out of bounds at the 9. A gain of 5. That'll be a Viking first down. That'll stop the clock with 48 seconds left in the half. Minnesota still has 2 timeouts. Well, Texas is a big state. I've driven through it a couple of times. The first time I drove through it was from Louisiana all the way through El Paso. That was a long haul. The second time I drove through it coming the other way, it was in the Panhandle, so it wasn't that far. 1st and goal from the 9. 4 wide. Foster in the gun. Foster looking. Foster throws. Caught by Keith. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dante Keith. A 9-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings take the lead right before halftime. 9-6. See, Misty, your Vikings are winning. And you didn't pick them. I told you. A nice Minnesota drive right before halftime to take the lead. And now the extra point by Randy Lloyd in his 4th year at Utah State. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Vikings lead it 10-6. 44 seconds left until halftime. Well, Stud, I know you're an electrician. Evil Dead works at the, what do they call it? What do they call that? Stud's a plumber, or Waldo's a plumber? Okay, Stud's a plumber. Why did I think you were an electrician? Okay, you're a plumber. My bad. Evil Dead works at the New York City Convention Center as a carpenter. He sets up sets and stuff like that. That's right, you do plumbing with your dad. I don't know why I thought it was electrician. Randy Lloyd will kick off. From the goal line, Montgomery over the 10, 15, 20, 25, and Adam Montgomery out to the 30-yard line. Montgomery in his 3rd year out of San Diego State. Yeah, it was the other Stud Lover boy. That's right. 40 seconds left in the half. We're trying to figure out what Waldo does for a living. I bet Waldo's a rocket scientist. That's my guess. Yeah, Alaska is the biggest. About twice as big as Texas. Roughly. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 30-yard line. 4 wide for Chicago. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws near side. Oh, his receiver was out of bounds. Leon McNeil was out of bounds. When I was growing up, I had an uncle. His Uncle Fred. He worked for the National Park Service. And he lived in Fairbanks. All right, they're going to review this. He's definitely out of bounds. I mean, that's If they call him inbounds, then there's a Patrick Mahomes situation going on here. We're waiting for the call from New York to tell us if he was in or not.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They reversed it? Are you kidding me? What is going on here? He clearly came down out of bounds and they call it a 1 yard gain. All right, the fix is in. Somebody from New York called in. Plunkett in the shotgun, 2nd and 9. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws. Caught by Montgomery out to the 45. The Bears take a timeout. That's a gain of 14. And the Bears are down to 2 timeouts left, just like the Vikings, with 31 seconds left here in the first half. Our late afternoon game here in Minnesota. In fact, the sun has gone down. Vikings lead the Bears 10-6. I remember the one time I visited my Uncle Fred when I was a kid. I was 8 years old. I remember the neighbors had a swing set. We were playing with the neighbor kids, swinging. And my mom called me in. I'll complete the story here in a second. 1st and 10. Plunkett back. Plunkett looking. Plunkett rolls out. Plunkett's going to take off. And Plunkett slides at the 46-yard line. He's going to end up a yard shy, a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 1. The Bears take a timeout. Waldo is a janitor. Okay. At a school, at an office building. Where do you janitor at? Anyway, my mom calls me in, and I look at the sky. I say, Mom, it's still daytime. She goes, it's 11 o'clock. It looked like it was 4 in the afternoon. The sun never set. That just blew my mind. 2nd and 1 from the 46-yard line. 3 wide to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back. Plunkett throws. Caught by Barber. And Barber to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11. That's a Chicago first down. And another Bear timeout. They take their final timeout with 10 seconds left. Oh, okay. That's cool. Buc-ee's are cool. I know no one likes to work there, but they're cool. 10 seconds left. Let's see if the Bears kick a field goal here. They're out of timeouts. This would be a 52-yard field goal attempt. This will be Brendan White coming on. From 52 yards to make it a 1-point game. Kick is up. Oh, that's a bad kick. But Keith can return it about 8 yards deep. Dante Keith only brings it out to the 14-yard line. 3 seconds left. So the Vikings will get one more play before halftime. And I think the Vikings get the second half kickoff, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Bears had it first. Well, Evil Dead's pick is looking good so far. Vikings lead at 10-6 as we're headed into halftime. Waldo, he took the Bears. There's still time for the Bears to come back. Let's see what the Vikings do. They're just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. Up 10-6. And they take their knee. Halftime. Halftime score. The Vikings 10, the Bears 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We go to the second half of this one. The Vikings lead the Bears 10-6. Both teams, like I said, tied at 5-4 in third place in the NFC Central, chasing the Packers and the Bucks. The Bears got with some cocaine. That movie, Cocaine Bear, based on a true story, I guess. Jimmy Jab with Vikings, Skywalker, Waldo, and Stud Loverboy. Is Vikings still here? Maybe he's not. Davis is here. Welcome in, Davis. As we start the second half, there's the kickoff. From the goal line, Keith over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Dante Keith out to the 34-yard line, and that's where Minnesota will have it. Up by 4, 1st and 10. Who do they play next week? You're about to find out. Next week, Chicago will host Carolina. And the Vikings next week will host New Orleans. First and 10, Minnesota. They'll have it at their own 34-yard line, up 10-6. Vikings come out, Foster in the shotgun. Foster hands off to Maffa, and Phil Maffa, a big gain. Maffa all the way out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 15. Finally tackled by Blecker. Robert Blecker, the rookie out of Arizona. The linebacker. Gary Fensick, the safety, was also in on the tackle. First and 10, Vikings now at their own 49. Minnesota can make this a 2-score game with a touchdown. In the I formation, Foster under center. Foster, play action, looking, throws. Nobody home, incomplete. The receiver ran a curl. He threw like a post or an out. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Davis in the house. It was a bad pass. In the offset I, Foster under center. Foster to Maffa, turns outside, runs into a bear, but picks up 2 yards out to the 49-yard line. That's Corey Walters on the tackle, the 12th-year linebacker out of Tulsa. Gains, well, they call it a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Minnesota. All right, thank you, Davis, for that update. Davis is out in Arizona. He lives in the Phoenix area. 3rd and 9. Foster back. Foster in trouble, and Foster goes down. And that'll be a loss of 2 yards back to the Viking 48-yard line on the sack. My bag. Tackle made by Blecker, Robert Blecker, the linebacker. It'll be 4th and 11. The Viking drive stalls out. James Spalding back to punt, the rookie out of Baylor. Spalding gets the punt away. And that's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That was a 28-yard punt. Thank you, Davis. 1st and 10 for Chicago at the 24. I want to give a shout out to all those on the East Coast that are watching. Hee Hee is in the house. Good to see you, Hee Hee. Yep, I know my Dolphins. They're not good. 1st and 10 for the Bears. They come out in the I. Plunkett under center. Yeah, he's a first-time chatter. Hee Hee. McNeil across the 30. Gets the first down. Out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 16. Leon McNeil with the first down for the Bears. Vikings up 10-6 here in the third quarter. Both teams are 5-4 coming in. Welcome into Jammin' Sports there, Hee Hee. Where are you from, Hee Hee? I'm in Nashville. Stud's in Austin. Davis is in Phoenix. Waldo is somewhere in Pennsylvania. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Plunkett to McNeil. McNeil out to the 44-yard line. I'm in Nashville. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. Jeremy Bell on the tackle, the 9th-year defensive back out of Alabama. You're new. Obviously. Where are you from? 2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolls out. Plunkett throws deep. Caught by Seacrest down to the 24-yard line. 26 and 6 at the 32-yard gain for Robert Seacrest. And the Bears all the way down to the 24-yard line. Another one from Pennsylvania. Wow. Okay. Waldo's from Pennsylvania. Evil Dead now lives in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, is very well represented here at Jammin' Sports. You like the Steelers? All right, Davis. That's cool. 1st and 10 for the Bears. In the I formation, Plunkett under center. Plunkett, play action. Looking. Rolls out. He's going to take off. Inside the 20. Gets the first down inside the 10. And down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 18 for Jason Plunkett. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. He doesn't like the Steelers. Okay. It seems like all the people that are from Pennsylvania that come in here don't like the Steelers. I would think with their history, everybody in Pennsylvania outside of Philadelphia would like the Steelers. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. In the I formation, Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil loses a yard back to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. The tackle made by Lawrence Burnside, the 5th-year safety out of BYU. He likes the Browns and the Eagles. That must be tough being a Browns fan in Pennsylvania. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Bears trying to retake the lead. They come out 4 wide on 2nd and goal. Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil to the 4. A gain of 3 before being tackled by Ty Martin, the linebacker. Yep, Waldo's a Bengals and Niners fan. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. I'm a Dolphins fan. I was born in Miami. I live in Nashville. I hate the Titans, though. 3rd and goal from the 4. Big 3rd down for the Bears. Plunkett back to throw. To the end zone. Caught by Shaw. Touchdown, Chicago. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Broderick Shaw, the 3rd-year receiver out of Tulsa. And the Bears have retaken the lead. This has been a good one. It's gone back and forth. This is our 4th game tonight. Stud is a Broncos fan. The Bears take the lead 12-10. And now the extra point by Brendan White. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Bears lead at 13-10. 3:25 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We're live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Yeah, Davis is a Pats fan, we know. He never fails to remind us. Once again, we'll have a doubleheader for you tomorrow night. It'll be the Dolphins and the Texans. That'll kick things off at 8 o'clock Eastern. And that'll be followed by the Buccaneers and the Seahawks. Doubleheader tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific time, 7 Central. White will kick off for the Bears. From the 2-yard line, Mills on the return. John Mills over the 25 and out to the 28-yard line. The 4th-year receiver out of UNLV. 3:20 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We're in week 11 of our season. The Bears at 5-4, the Vikings at 5-4, both coming off a bye week. Vikings won the earlier meeting back in week 4 in Chicago, 20-17. That game went back and forth also. We do sim seasons here, hee. That's what we do here. 1st and 10 from the 28. Foster in the gun. Foster fakes the handoff. Foster is going to take off. And he slides down the 32-yard line, a gain of 4. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. All our games are archived on YouTube. This is our 4th game tonight. The other 3 have been uploaded to YouTube already. 2nd and 5. Foster fakes the handoff, throws, gets it out to Keith. And Dante Keith gets the first down out to the 41, a gain of 9. Making the tackle, number 58, Corey Walters. If they're on the schedule, I'll eventually get to it. I think the Ravens did play the Browns earlier this season. Let me see. We're in week 11. I think they played already. My divisions are set up differently, though, than the real NFL. I'm only using 30 teams, not 32. There are 6 divisions of 5 teams each. I think the Browns did play. I'm looking for it. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Foster hands off to Maffa. And Maffa to the 43, a gain of 2. In my sim season here, the Browns are in the NFC Central or AFC Central, and the Ravens are in the AFC East. Let's see. I think they played each other. Yep, and week 6, the Browns beat the Ravens 10-7. That was a defensive game. On 2nd and 8, Foster to Maffa across midfield, and Maffa picks up the first down to the Chicago 47-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain. Like I said before, this is our 3rd game tonight. Earlier tonight, the Saints beat the Cardinals 20-3. The Browns held on to beat the Steelers 24-17. And the Falcons edged the Bengals 20-18. Well, I was born in Miami, so the Dolphins have always been my favorite team. I'm a long-suffering Dolphin fan. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa to the 39-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. But growing up, I lived on the West Coast growing up, and we saw a lot of Ram games when I was growing up, when they were in Los Angeles. So I've always liked the Rams. And my dad's favorite team is the Redskins, not the Commanders, the Redskins. And I've always liked them. 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line. Not really. Foster under center. Hands off, no play action. On 2nd and 2, gets it out to Maddox. No gain. That's the tight end, James Maddox, in his 2nd year out of Eastern Michigan. Tackle made by Corey Walters, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down coming up for the Vikings, trailing by 3, 13-10. This has been a hard-hitting game. All our games are archived on YouTube. Just look for Jammin' Sports on YouTube. Look for the Blue JS. Go back and watch. We must have, what, 10 sim seasons on YouTube now? 3rd and 3. Foster fakes the handoff, throws deep, caught by James. Rondé James down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 25. First down, Minnesota. The 4th-year receiver out of Arizona. Yeah, we say Redskins. I slipped a moment ago. I shouldn't have said the C word. My bad. They should still be the Redskins. You see how the left, the woke, ruins everything? We're coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter here. Will they get the playoff? No. At the end of 3, Bears lead at 13-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We go to the fourth quarter. Bears lead the Vikings 13-10 in this NFC Central matchup. Both these teams are tied for third place, chasing the Packers and the Bucks. The loser of this game will fall to fourth place. The Lions are in fifth. Lions having a terrible year at 3-7. First and 10 for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. 4 wide. Foster hands off to Maffa, and Maffa bouncing around gets 2 yards out to the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackle made by Terry Stewart, the 6th-year linebacker out of UNLV. The schedule and the standings are down below in the panels if you're watching this on a laptop or a computer. The panels below. 2nd and 7 from the 12-yard line. Waldo knows where the panels are. Foster looking, throws quickly. Underwood wide open, touchdown. Minnesota. Lawson Underwood, the 11th year tight end out of Iowa. A 14-yard touchdown catch. And he was wide open like nobody's business. And the Vikings retake the lead, 16-13. This has been a great game. It's gone back and forth. I was kind of looking forward to this game. I knew it would be a good one. Their first game back in week 4 went back and forth. The Vikings won that 20-17. Randy Lloyd for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Vikings up by 4, 17-13, with 7:28 left to play in the fourth quarter here at U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm from Nashville, but I hate the Titans. Always have, always will. When they were the Houston Oilers, I loved them. But I hated what Bud Adams and his family has done to the city of Houston and continues to do. Oh, I have some new news for you on that front. The Adams family, they keep sticking that knife and twisting it. I got a new report for you. There's the kick by Lloyd from the 3-yard line. Montgomery brings it back over the 20, 25. Adam Montgomery still on his feet, out to the 32-yard line. Here locally, I don't know if it's been national news yet, but here locally in Nashville, the Titans announced that they're going to be using, when they move into their new stadium in 2027, it's being built right now, they'll have new uniforms. And they've already given us a preview of what those uniforms are going to look like. Think of the Houston Oilers uniforms with a Titan white helmet. That's what the uniform is going to look like. They're going to stick it to Houston once again. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett looking. Throws deep, and it's knocked down by Ty Martin. Oh, the Titans' current uniforms? I can't stand them. They look like something Picasso threw up. Now, the Titans' uniforms, when they first came to Nashville, I liked those uniforms. Those were pretty good. But they've already given a preview of what their new uniforms in 2027 are going to look like. It's basically Houston Oilers with a white Titans helmet. 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Plunkett under center. Webb in motion. Plunkett drops back. Throws. Caught by Webb. And David Webb to the 36, a gain of 4. Make it a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. The linebacker, Kerry Seymour, on the tackle. We're coming up on 7 minutes left to play in regulation. Vikings lead it 17-13. Minnesota tried to get the season sweep on the Vikings. Or Minnesota tried to get the season sweep on the Bears. Doubleheader tomorrow night. Dolphins, Texans, Buccaneers, Seahawks. It all starts at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. 3rd and 7. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws near side to McNeil. Turns upfield. And Leon McNeil crosses midfield to the 47-yard line. A 17-yard gain for the 7th year back out of Missouri. Jeremy Bell came up and made the tackle, the defensive back. Jeremy Bell in his 9th year out of Alabama. First down, Chicago into Viking territory. 6.5 minutes left. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Viking 47. 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws. And he missed his target completely. Looking for Mike Barber, the tight end. He overthrew him. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bears at the Viking 47. Jimmy Jam with Davis, Stud Loverboy, Waldo, and Hee. 2nd and 10, 5 wide. Plunkett, empty backfield. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett looking, throws, and it's knocked down by Ty Martin, the linebacker, in his 8th year out of Tennessee, the All-Pro linebacker. He's one of 3. He's a triplet. And his 2 other brothers are also in the league. Ryan Martin is the linebacker for the Patriots, and Zach Martin is a linebacker for the Texans. They're brothers. 3rd and 10. 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett looking. Plunkett steps up, throws outside, caught by McNeil, and he's tackled shy of the marker. Jeremy Bell, a great open field tackle. They needed 10, he got 9. It'll be 4th and inches. The Bears are down by 4. They'll probably go for it. I bet you they go for it. 4th and inches at the Viking 37. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Here we go. 4th down. In the offset eye, Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil, picks up the 1st down. A 4-yard gain to the 33-yard line. Jim Florence, the linebacker, finally makes the tackle. Yeah, I still won't like him. The one Super Bowl they were in against the Rams back in 99 or early 2000. I was at a Super Bowl party here in Nashville. I was the only one wearing a Ram jersey. I was the only one in the room rooting for the Rams. And when the game ended, they all hated me. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 5 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Plunkett draws back. Throws. And it's knocked down. Incomplete. Andrew Spencer, the 5th-year safety out of USC, knocks the ball down. It'll be 2nd and 10. For those on the East Coast, I want to thank you for hanging with me tonight. It's 11:29 Eastern. 10:29 here in Nashville. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. We wanted to get a 4th game in tonight, and we are. 4 wide, Plunkett in the gun, 2nd and 10. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws near side, caught by Sparks, and Gavin Sparks runs out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9. It's going to be 3rd and inches for Chicago. Chicago methodically moving it down the field here. Down by 4. They need a touchdown to take the lead. Gavin Sparks in his 4th year at New Mexico State. Five minutes. A little over 5 minutes left. 3rd and inches for the Bears. At the Viking 23, Plunkett hands off to Sparks, picks up the 1st down. 3 yards to the 20-yard line. First down, Chicago. Not only are they moving it down the field, they're eating up a lot of time doing it. 4:49 and counting. Hi, kitty. I got kitty cat. Hi, kitty. Say something. No, don't attack my cord. All right. Kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. I'm trying to get her to say something. She won't say anything. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bears come out. Everybody in tight. Plunkett under center. Plunkett looking. Throws quickly. A fade to Montgomery. Incomplete. That was broken up once again by Andrew Spencer, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 4.5 minutes left. The city of Nashville is lobbying the NFL hard to host the Super Bowl in 2028. The new stadium will be ready in 2027. The Titans have one more year at Nissan Stadium next season. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Thank you, Waldo.
Here we go. Green 39.
Plunkett under center. Plunkett drops back. Throws. Caught by Webb. And David Webb to the 13-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Kerry Seymour, the linebacker, on the tackle for Minnesota. 4:15 and counting. Bears at the Viking 13. 3rd and 3. They spread the receivers out. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Plunkett draws back. Plunkett steps up. Throws. Caught by Shaw. Broderick Shaw down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Chicago. Broderick Shaw in his 3rd year out of Tulsa. 1st and goal for the Bears. Alex Woodson, Kerry Seymour on the tackle for the Vikings. Can Chicago retake the lead? Gracie's back. 3 backs in the backfield. Plunkett in the gun. Testerman in motion, the fullback. Plunkett to Neal. McNeil around the outside, and McNeil will lose a yard at the 4-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, number 53, Anthony Clemens, the 6th-year linebacker out of Stephen F. Austin. Well, she left the room already. She came in and bounced out. The Bears need a touchdown. They're down by 4. 3:10 and counting. 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Bears come out in the eye. Plunkett under center.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Page in motion. Plunkett to Sparks. And Gavin Sparks picks up 2 to the 2-yard line. Donovan St. Paul on the tackle. The linebacker in his 4th year out of Dayton. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning soon. 2:34 and counting. 3rd and goal from the 2. Plunkett in the shotgun. Everybody in tight. Plunkett to Sparks, and Sparks does not get in. He loses a yard back to the 3-yard line. Leading the charge, number 58, Donovan St. Paul. It'll be 4th and goal. Do the Bears kick a field goal and try to get a stop, or do they try to punch it in? I think you try to punch it in. 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Will they get the playoff in time? 4th and goal. They spread out the receivers, but we hit the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 17-13 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. 2 minutes left to play. Vikings up 17-13. The Bears have it 4th and goal at the Viking 3-yard line. They're going to try to punch it in, unless they thought it over. They're going to try. Here we go. Pretty much ball game right here. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the gun. 4th and goal. Plunkett back. Plunkett fires. Caught by McNeil. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown catch by Leon McNeil. And the Bears go up 19-17. They left a lot of time on the clock, though. 1:57 left on the clock. Leon McNeil, the 7th-year back out of Missouri, catches the swing pass for the touchdown. The Bears retake the lead, and Brendan White for the point after. Snap, kick is up, and it is good. Bears lead at 20-17, 1:57 left. Minnesota has all 3 of their timeouts. The Vikings, all they need is a field goal to send this one to overtime. It's been a good one. Very entertaining game. It's gone back and forth. As good as advertised. Don't forget tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, Dolphins, Texans, and Buccaneers, Seahawks. Tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific time. Jammin' Sports. Andrew York will kick off. Fielded at the 3-yard line by John Mills over the 20-25, and Mills brings it out to the 28-yard line. John Mills in his 4th year at a UNLV. The Viking offense comes out. 1:53 left. Can the Vikings tie it up or even take the lead? They have all 3 of their timeouts. It's lighting up for overtime. It really is. We've only had 3 overtime games this whole season so far. Just 3. Normally by this time we probably have about a dozen. Foster in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Foster drops back. Foster throws. Caught by Maffa. Rolls out of bounds at the 31. That'll stop the clock. Only a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Vikings have to do better than that. They got to get it downfield. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. 1:49 left. Bears up 20-17. Vikings come out 4 wide, single back. Foster in the gun. Foster drops back, throws, caught by Underwood, and lost it. Underwood out to the 36, a gain of 5. The Vikings go to the hurry up. It'll be 3rd and 2. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster throws, caught by Maffa. He should have the first down. He does. 2 yards. They stay in the hurry up. 1:25 left. They're at their own 38. Foster drops back. Foster looking. Foster throws deep, and it's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Broken up by number 23, Isaac Hopkins, the 5th-year defensive back out of Texas. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They were looking for their intended receiver, Dante Keith. Had he picked that off, that could have been ball game. 1:17 left. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at their own 38. Down by 3. Vikings come out 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster draws back, looking, throws outside, and it's broken up again. This time by Antonio Cheever, the linebacker. They were looking for Maffa in the flat. It'd be 3rd and 10. 1:13 left. Third and 10. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster hands off to Maffa. I don't know what they're doing there. And the Vikings are forced to take a timeout. They tried to cross up the Bears. It didn't work. It'll be 4th down. I don't know, Davis. Vikings have 2 timeouts left, but it's 4th and 10. They've got to convert here. 1:09 left. Bears up 20-17. Back in week 4, the Vikings won 20-17 over Chicago. It's the same score, just different team ahead. Here we go. This is ball game for Minnesota. They got to convert the first down. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. 4th and 10. Foster drops back. Foster in trouble. Rolls out. Can't take a sack here. Squares up. Throws deep. And it's picked off by the linebacker. No, this is Walters bringing it back out to the 39-yard line. Picking it off, number 26, Andres Walters, in his 8th year out of Maryland. And that probably sealed the deal for Chicago. Well, Misty, you took the Bears, and the Bears are winning. Waldo likes that. Looking at the time left. Vikings only have 2 timeouts. Depending on how quickly the Bears run a play, they could force a 3 and out and get the ball back with about 5 seconds left, maybe. No, we're down to 56 seconds. Okay, that's even worse. Scratch that. It looks like the Bears are going to win this. The Bears are going to go to 6-4. The Vikings are going to drop to 5-5. Plunkett comes out, 1st and 10. Everybody in tight. Hands off to McNeil. Goes nowhere. The Vikings take a timeout. It's a loss of 3. Back to the 36-yard line. Andrew Spencer comes in and makes the tackle on the corner blitz. Vikings take a timeout. They have 1 left. 53 seconds left. Bears up 20-17. The Bears get back in the NFC playoff picture. The Vikings at 5-5. They're still in it, but this loss hurts. In the I formation on 2nd and 13, Plunkett to McNeil. McNeil's going to get wrapped up by Jeremy Bell. A loss of 4 more. The Vikings take their final timeout with 49 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 16. What the Bears want to do is run a play that lasts more than 9 seconds. Then they can run out the clock. Well, the Bears played well tonight. Both teams played well. Waldo is now going to be 18-18. You're back to 500, Waldo. Evil Dead went 2 for 2 tonight. He's now 98-62. In the victory formation, they take a knee, but there's a 7-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. The Bears are going to have to punt. I'd laugh so hard if the Vikings return this for a touchdown. But the Bears will punt. Andrew York back to punt, gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 12 by Dante Keith. He's down at the 15. 9 seconds left. The Vikings have no timeouts. The Vikings need to go about 55 yards for a field goal, but there's only 9 seconds left. Vikings need a miracle here. This could be the final play of the game. Looks like the Vikings have 3 receivers to the far side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster throws. Caught by Underwood underneath. And time's going to run out. They can't stop the clock. Your final score, Chicago 20, Minnesota 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night, everybody.